Often, work takes precedence over everything else in our lives. Our desire to succeed professionally can push us to set aside our own well-being. Creating a harmonious work-life balance or work-life integration is critical too, to not only improve our physical, emotional and mental well-being, but also our career. A good work-life balance has numerous positive effects, including less stress, a lower risk of burnout and a greater sense of well-being. When creating a schedule that works for you, think about the best way to achieve balance at work and in your personal life. Work-life balance is less about dividing the hours in your day evenly between work and personal life, but instead more about having the flexibility to get things done in your professional life while still having the time and energy to enjoy your personal life. Of course, there may be days when you work longer hours, so you have time to enjoy other activities later in the week. But if your days, weeks and months consist of working 12 hours a day, it's 100% certain that you will get burned out sooner than later. Balancing your professional and personal life can be challenging, but it's essential. And as you already might have guessed, today's video is going to be all about that important topic called work-life balance. A thing that is going to have a massive impact on your well-being and life in general. Hi, my name is Christopher Norberg. A warm welcome to my YouTube channel where I produce content on personal development. I have been an entrepreneur for 14 years now. Before that, I built a successful career in advertising where I worked as a C-level executive for almost 15 years. You might think that now, when I'm an entrepreneur, I work my ass off every hour compared to being an employee earlier. But the truth is stranger than fiction. So let me explain. As I said, you might find this hard to believe, but my work-life balance as an entrepreneur is now under much better control than it was when I worked as a C-level executive for someone else. And the biggest difference is that now I have total control of my time and calendar. Of course, there are days and weeks when I work longer hours and even on weekends, but in general, I work about half of the hours now compared to the earlier days as an employee. And the secret to that is two promises I made to myself when I started my company. First, I will not subsidize someone else's business with my work, but always charge my clients for the value I bring to the table. That means high prices for my services. Fewer projects with better pay equals more free time. Second, in my calendar, my work life will be spread around my life, not the other way around, where work determines my life and free time. As a commitment to this, me and my wife always fill our vacations and free time first in our calendars, and first after that fill in our work projects. There are of course some more principal rules that I use to make my work-life balance stick. And to help you achieve some of that balance, I will next give you 3 simple but important rules to live by if you really want to live a prosperous life and have your work versus life in balance. The first rule for better work-life balance: make you your priority in life. You only have one life and it's your sole responsibility to build a life that you want to live. There's nothing wrong in putting yourself first in life and asking yourself every time, do I really want that? Take care of your mental and physical well-being before doing anything else. Take time off to relax and for vacations. Take time for studying and learning new skills. Take time for spending time with your loved ones. Quit a job that you hate or that is not moving you towards your goals. Leave bad relationships and cut off toxic people. Don't make compromises in anything that might recall back to you. As Paulo Coelho once said, one day you won't have any days left to do all the things you wanted to do. Do them now. The second rule for better work-life balance: set boundaries and work hours. I totally understand that you might want to build a career and advance in your work life. There's nothing wrong with that. For committed employees, it's always so easy to say yes. But I want to share a secret with you. Those who are diligent workers and do most of the work are usually rewarded with even more work. So you must also learn to say no. And to be especially strict with saying no to work tasks that are not your responsibility. Please also remember that after you are gone, no employer will remember all those extra hours that you put in when your wife was waiting for you or when your kids performed in a school play when you sat in the office by your computer. We can't get that lost time back, ever. So commit to work 100% when you work the hours you are paid for, and the rest of the time live your life for yourself and your loved ones. Set boundaries, even boundaries that might first sound like selfish decisions. Because if you don't do that, someone else will set those boundaries, and those people might not have your best interest in mind. The third rule for better work-life balance. Set goals and stick to them. Set achievable goals by implementing time management strategies, analyzing your to-do list, and cutting out tasks that have little to no value. A good principle is to always pay attention to and work on tasks on your to-do list that are of high value and deliver the highest impact. Pay attention to when you are most productive at work and block that time off for your most important work-related activities. Avoid checking your emails and phone every minute, as those are major time-wasting tasks that will derail your attention and productivity. Structuring your day can increase productivity at work, which can result in more free time to relax outside of work. Also set goals for your personal life and well-being in the same way as you set goals for professional development. New skills that you want to learn, maybe a sabbatical at some point in the future. Life is not all about work, not even if you love your work. So there you have it, 3 rules for better work-life balance. I hope you learned something from this video that you can put into practice in your life. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.